The everyday creator, entrepreneur, and business owner is losing hours every single week if they don't do this. They're falling behind not because of the lack of ideas or because they don't know what to do. It's because of something nobody talks about: friction. And what causes this friction? Typing. You're typing emails, typing scripts, typing AI prompts, typing Slack messages, and every single one of those keystrokes is slowing you down, draining your energy, and killing your consistency. So what if you could just talk and everything got written for you, instantly, accurately, and exactly in your voice? Whether you're on Mac, Windows, or your phone, that's exactly what we're covering today. The tool we're going to be using today is called Willow Voice. It's a voice typing tool that works anywhere on your computer. Emails, Slack messages, AI prompts, scripts, Notion, anywhere you type, Willow works. Think of Apple's built-in Dictation or Windows Dictation, except intelligent. 3x more accurate, instant, and it sounds exactly like you. Over 100,000 professionals are already using this. And here's something that I want to point out right away, especially if you're a business owner or creator dictating sensitive stuff like brand deals, client info, or business strategies. Willow is completely privacy first. Transcriptions are never stored on any server. Everything stays local on your computer. Unlike a lot of other tools out there, nobody is listening, nobody is storing your data, and nothing leaves your device. That alone makes it different from almost everything else in the space. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I use Willow day to day in my content creation process. The real workflows that save me hours every week and let me produce more without burning out. Before we get into it, the first thing I want you to do right now is go down to the description and the pinned comments. You will find the link for Willow down there, or you can go visit willowvoice.com. With just your email, you'll be able to download the app for either Windows or Mac. I also have a special promo code you can use if you're interested in upgrading from the free account to any of the other versions. You'll find that promo code down next to the link in the description. Just paste that in when you're ready to make your checkout, and it'll save you 20% off for your first year. And once you have that downloaded, you'll be able to access Willow from your desktop and be able to use it anywhere on your computer. For those new here, I'm the avatar of John Kelly, one of the minds behind Digital Creator AI. We built this channel from scratch and just hit 100K plus. What we do here is help creators, solopreneurs, and anyone building an online brand master the best AI tools, workflows, and strategies to grow every step of the way. If that sounds like you, make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Real quick, before we dive in, if you're posting content on Instagram for your brand or your business, you need this tool. Now, I built this to automate my Instagram comments and DMs, so I don't have to pay for expensive tools like ManyChat anymore. If that sounds like something you need, just know that for a limited time, I'm letting people get access to this completely for free. The links are down in the description and the pinned comments. Try it out and let me know what you think. Here's what watching this video to the end is going to solve for you. If you're a creator or running an online business, there are 3 problems I see killing people's output every single day, and Willow solves all 3 of them. Problem 1, you're too slow. Writing emails, scripts, AI prompts, captions, it all adds up. Speaking is 3 to 4 times faster than typing, and I'm going to show you how to use that speed to get more done in less time. Problem 2, your AI outputs are weak because your inputs are lazy. Most people type short rush prompts because writing long ones feels like work. I'm going to show you how I dictate detailed, high quality prompts in seconds that get me dramatically better results from tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, all the LLMs. Problem 3, the creators who win are not more talented. I'm going to show you the exact type of voice workflows I use daily so I can stay consistent without draining my energy on the small stuff. So once you've downloaded and opened up Willow, this is the UI that you're going to see. Very easy to understand, straightforward. Here at the top, this is probably one of the most important things you're going to need to focus on at first, and that is setting up your hotkey to turn on Willow Voice. Now I have it set to numpad. If you want to change this, you can always come down to your settings down here at the bottom left, click here. And here in the settings, you can see the general settings, the system settings, the data and privacy settings, the app integration settings. So you can connect Slack, Cursor, anti-gravity, windsurf. Here in the general settings, this option that says shortcuts, if you click here on change, these are the shortcuts and this is the dictation hotkey, what I want you guys to focus on right now. If you come over here and you click on this pencil button, it'll allow you to press the key that you want to use to actually activate Willow. When you hold that and speak and you let it go, that's what you can dictate with. So I use the / on my numpad, right, as my hotkey. And here it says numpad is already assigned as a hotkey. I'm going to leave that as is. You guys should definitely set up a comfortable hotkey for you to use, because it's going to be the one thing that also limits you. Is if it's not in a good spot, you're going to have to stumble over to the key, figure out where it is, remember where you put it on a key that's easy for you to remember and comfortable for you to switch on. You also have this Willow Assist hotkey. Below that, you'll see there are other shortcuts that you can add. For example, for the Willow Assistant hotkey, this is a good one to add as well. I'm going to add that as the numpad *. Then you have the hands-free mode hotkey, again, important. So I'm going to set this one for the negative on my keypad. And then the paste transcription hotkey. So repaste the last transcription result. For this one, I'm going to select the plus on my numpad. Set up your hotkeys first, because this is going to save you guys a bunch of time and let you really experiment and work with Willow. So here in the general settings, there are some other things we could look at. For example, you have language detection. Right now it's set to auto detect, which is fine. Then you have the microphone. So if you want, you can change up the microphone that Willow is using. You can launch at logins. If you switch this on, it'll just automatically open up when your computer starts. Then you can check for updates. I see that I have an update, so I'll probably do that in a second. And then enable Willow Assistant. Allow Willow to recognize text on your screen, respond to Hey Willow voice commands, to use voice commands. Make sure to hold down your hotkey and then say Hey Willow to start it off. Then it has context awareness, so you can switch this off. I would suggest keeping all these on here. The auto dictionary, the smart text insertion, the automatic overlay positioning. I think this is all perfect to actually have on. And I would actually suggest turning this on. So I'm going to enable that. And I'm going to actually restart to update. So now I've got the latest version of Willow, and let's break down this dashboard here. Here you can see in the center, it says learn how to use Willow. These are actually great. If you click here on learn more, you'll see they have a whole learning center that shows you how to send emails with Willow, the important settings you need to turn on. I think this is perfect for people that aren't tech savvy. It's a great way for anyone that gets onto Willow to really onboard themselves. To the right, you're going to see the dictated words. Here it says 544 words because this is a new test account. I want to keep my main account obviously private, but I want to show you guys everything and how this works. So here is the dictated words, 544 words. Next to this, we have the time saved. So it'll show us how much time we're actually saving by using Willow. Here it says 14 minutes, but as I go through the week and I go through my time, this stacks up and becomes hours. The day streak is kind of gamifying the process, so it's going to show you how many days you've been on a streak using Willow. The average dictation speed is just telling you how fast the dictation is working. So down here is the history, and this is where you're going to see everything that Willow transcribes or the dictations that you've been working on with Willow. Now, you can quickly come over here to the right and you can copy these transcripts. You can also retranscribe them, or you can delete the transcripts. This history section eventually is going to be filled with valuable data because you're going to be spitting out your ideas, your concepts, your different talking points, literally everything you're working on. If you use these tools efficiently, you will see that this area, the history section, will be filled with things that you never thought you would have because you're literally spitting off of the top of your dome. Right now, let's come over here to the left menu, and here you can see the home button, the dictionary. Let's click here on dictionary. And what this does is it allows you to select specific words that Willow can use as your personal dictionary. Teach Willow the words and shortcuts that are specific to you, such as your name, address, or links. If you want to add a term, come down here, click on add term. And here it says help Willow recognize the words that matter to you. Add name, slang, or custom terms. You can add a correction, or you can add just specific words and phrases that you use to start training Willow, basically giving Willow your own little personal touch. Here to the right, you have your personal shortcuts. If you click here, you can see there is one in here. If we click this, you can see it says view shortcut. It's got a title here, concise prompt. And then at the bottom, it says rewrite the following text to be as concise and compact as possible. Now to add a shortcut, just click add shortcut. And here it says, say your original phrase followed by the word shortcut to trigger the replacement. Now let's head over to the style matching. This is very important as well. So here, Willow learns from your writing style and preferences to improve your dictation experience. It helps Willow understand how to respond better. Down here are the different settings you can change. So this is for casual messages. You can either have it come out formal, casual, or extremely casual, and it's got some examples there. Same thing applies for work messages. So Slack messages, team messages, you can do formal, excited, casual. And then for email, you can also do formal, excited, and casual. Right now it's set to formal. I think I'm going to leave it on these settings. Perfect. And let's come over here to team and just check this out. This is the collaboration panel. You can add a team member here, and they can also help you improve Willow by teaching Willow the words and shortcuts you and your team share. This is actually awesome because all the data you and your team will pour into Willow will be, in the end, better for you and your business. Here in team members, you can create a link by clicking this invite button and invite different team members. So let's start testing out Willow. I'm going to hit the numpad button, and now we can see that Willow is activated here at the bottom of my screen. If I talk, it is going to transcribe everything I say. If I let go of the numpad, we'll see that it shows up here in the history. Now let's say we wanted to use Willow to type inside of an AI tool. Here I have Perplexity open, and I'm going to test this out. First, let's add a shortcut here. I'm going to write optimize prompt. I said, act as a skilled prompt engineer, take my text and optimize it to be used as a text prompt for any LLM. Let's give this a try. Here we are in Perplexity. I'm going to hit the numpad, optimize prompt shortcut. I want you to write a prompt for creating SEO optimized articles for websites. There you can see it's added that personal shortcut into the front of my text. So anytime I use that, it will upend that into the front of whatever I'm saying, allowing me to just hit enter. Now I know that if I say optimize prompt shortcut, anything I say will have this at the front of it, allowing me to think less when I'm trying to create optimized prompts for my workflows. This is a simple example, but we could always expand on the shortcut inside of Willow. If you know anything about prompt engineering, allowing this to happen here and having this upend at the front of your transcriptions is going to 100% save you time if you're smart with this. Now, for those of you that use the dictation features a lot in these tools like me, you'll know that some of these dictation features in the popular LLMs actually suck. They don't understand what you're saying. They mix up your words. They don't clean anything out. You'll be surprised how often the common dictation in these tools will understand you completely wrong. So if you're having that issue, Willow is a solution for that for sure. Now let's come over here to a Google Doc. And what I like to do a lot is brain dump. Now, when I say brain dump, I mean when you have an idea, you don't wait to start typing anything out. You just hit the numpad and start spitting out your ideas. So for today, I wanted to write a newsletter about a specific topic. And then I would just yap and yap and yap about that topic, basically laying out all my thoughts as raw as possible. So even saying like, I want the intro to be short. Here's some key things I could talk about. You know, these are 3 points I want to outline. I'm focusing on open rates and conversions for this. And really I need to structure this in a way that takes the reader from point A to point B to point C, which is the conversion. So after I have said all that, Willow has taken what I said and it's organized my thoughts here. I'm going to hit the numpad again, and I'm going to let you guys know that this feature here, right? This is great for writing post descriptions, coming up with ad copy. When you remove the typing from this, it gets really easy to make your content sound human because it's actually going to pick up all the ways that you speak without you having to create some sort of document, right? It's very easy to take the things you have in your brain, lay them out on paper this way. Don't sleep on brain dumping. Forget typing. I've done this hundreds of times for brain dumping email campaigns, for example. So on the topic of email, you can use Willow right inside of your inbox. I have an email open here and I'm going to hold down my hotkey. Thank you for reaching out. I will send you over my contract and my rates in a minute. All right. And then I can come down here and just say, best regards, talk soon. Come over to the subject and say, follow up on sponsorship deal.
This is, again, a simple way to use tools like this that speeds up your process, believe it or not. Imagine you've removed the friction of having to write anything down. You can just hold down your hotkey and speak out an email. You can even use Willow inside of your Instagram DMs. I'm going to hold down the hotkey. Thanks for reaching out. Here's your lead magnet. Talk soon. And you'll see that it's taken my message and put it here in the chat. All I would have to do is hit send, and that's it. So what we've seen so far from Willow is reliable, fast, and quick transcription that you can count on any part of your computer. And what I want to show you now is what makes Willow stand out. And this is that it has its own AI assistant built into it. The hotkey that I selected for the assistant was the star key, or you could just say, "Hey Willow," but I'm just going to hit the star key. "Hey Willow, help me identify another pain point that my audience, content creators and entrepreneurs, might be dealing with on a day-to-day basis other than burnout." And here we can see that the assistant has actually responded. So it's really great for creating prompts directly inside of LLMs. I think this is awesome. And you can use this again to create content on the fly. So if you have an idea, just speak it right into Willow and directly into the document or the Instagram post. So here we are inside of Instagram, and I'm going to show you an easy way to use the assistant to save time. "Hey Willow, write me a optimized Instagram post description about Willow Voice. 3 of the top benefits of using Willow Voice. Optimize this for search and for Instagram. My audience is content creators and digital entrepreneurs." And there you have it. Willow has literally populated the Instagram post description for us without us having to type anything. So this is a definite time saver. And remember that you can do this inside of LinkedIn. You can use Willow inside of X. "Hey Willow, write me a optimized title for a Reddit post. The post is about the creator economy. Hey Willow, please write me a optimized Reddit post. The title of the Reddit post is Unlocking Success in the Creator Economy, Strategies and Insights for Aspiring Creators." "Hey Willow, write me a optimized SEO article title for a LinkedIn post about the creator economy in 2026. "Hey Willow, now let's take the subject and the title there, Exploring the Future, How the Creator Economy Will Shape 2026. And let's write a optimized LinkedIn post for this title and topic. My audience is content creators and digital entrepreneurs. Keep that in mind. Hey Willow, write me a fact-based quote about the creator economy in 2026. Now, the secret to this is really learning how to talk to Willow, because these are pretty straightforward, simple prompts. You can't just tell Willow to optimize everything and expect it to make magical outputs. So as you interact more with Willow, learn how to dial in on those prompts. If you want to visit your history, you can always go back to the dashboard in Willow and you can rerun the transcripts. You can copy the transcripts and you can delete the transcripts. Hope this video was helpful. The links to Willow Voice are down in the description and the pinned comments. Next to the link, you're also going to see the promo code, so take advantage of that so you get 20% off on your first year subscription to Willow Voice. Don't forget, if you want to turn your content like the content we made in this video today into an online business, you're going to need systems. For a limited time, I'm hooking up my viewers with a free Instagram DM and comment automation tool, so you don't have to pay for expensive apps like ManyChat. You'll never miss another comment or DM on Instagram. Plus, I'll personally show you how I use it to get leads while I sleep and sell digital products on autopilot. If that sounds like something you need, the links are also down in the description and the pinned comments. Sign up and let me know what you think. Now, if you're interested in taking your AI-generated content to the next level, making sure your hooks, scripts, and copy sound authentic and human, watch the video showing up on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next AI tool workflow, and I'll catch you all in the next one.